Okay. Alright, better late than never. This is going to be, I'm going to attempt to run Waves Tune, the newest version, version 11, whatever, on my work computer. Last night on my home computer, if I turned off Rewire, I could actually get it to render. If you don't know the render problem, I could reread it, but it's just that it doesn't do offline renders unless it's the unless it's going through the main master track. So you couldn't, for instance, in Reaper do the apply effects as new take. You used to be able to do it by limiting it to 1x speed, but that stopped working a few months ago, I think. So I'm going to put it on the vocal here and see what's going on. One of the things I'm really is hard is that it's very hard to tell if you're on the right version. I don't see a version number, so I'm just gonna pull up. I did the update on this computer. It gave me some grief about a license, so I don't know. But I don't know what version this is. This could be the newest version, or this could be something old. I just don't know, and that is a problem. Let me see if I can make this mic a little bit longer. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out my mic situation here. Let's see. There's a lot to be said. There's a lot to be said for those lapel mics because you can still see your keyboard and type and all that stuff. But I have this mic thing. I don't know. So anyway, we're gonna try it. So I could. Yeah. Anyway, so the way I'm gonna test this is I'm gonna make like a crazy tuning on it, and then I'm gonna render it and see if we actually hear the render. And so I'm just gonna get a chunk to use right here. Just gonna put this on loop real quick. Start at the beginning. So here it goes. It's not ARA, unfortunately. ARA is awesome, but I really don't have good luck in Melodyne compared to this Waves Tune. Okay, so it's in there now. So I'm just gonna take the pencil tool. This is how I was doing it last night as well on my home computer, and I'm just gonna write craziness onto the pitches. Okay, so you can imagine what that's gonna sound like, right? Let me play that back. I know me better than you, and I don't bear the burden of proof. I'm happy true, 'cause I depend on you. I know me better than you. Okay, so that's super obvious, right? So we're gonna render it. So I'm gonna right click. Now notice I don't have Rewire on. Here's my Rewire track. Sorry, you can't see this on that computer. Let me F9. There we go. Here's my Rewire track, and notice there's no effects in there, so there is no Rewire on this. and that's why you're seeing this Rewire link cannot be established. Please check your settings. I have a feeling we'll test this next, but I have a feeling that if I put Rewire on there, this will not render for sure. But let's try it. So here's Alt. Apply track take effects to new items. To items is new take mono output, and this should be going in maximum speed, not at real time render speed. And let's go. Okay, that's done. I'm gonna bypass Waves Tune. Let's see if we hear the effect. I know me better than you. I don't bear the burden of proof. I'm happy true. Now that's good news because listen,
I know a lot of you guys love Melodyne and maybe have some other stuff you like to use, but as much as I don't like Waves, I love Waves Tune. If it would work, but we had some other problems where it's making clicks and pops, and it was moving the audio. In fact, let's see. I'm going to zoom in here, and I'm going to check the take right before this. It appears to me like this is in the exact same place. Like, let's just go super grainy on here. So I'm going to look at this this before the render time, I think. Let me see if this moved any. I'm going to zoom way in on this. Wow, I can't even make it any taller. That's, no, so I'm doing something wrong. What's going on here? There we go. Okay, so I'm going to zoom way in on this. I'm going to choose the take right after this. Ooh, wait a second. That did move. Interesting. Wait a second, but what is the take that I used to render this? This is the problem. I've done so many takes now. Oh, yeah, you see that moving? Okay, I'm gonna go way back. I think I was on take 7. I think this is the one I used to render it. You know what? Let's not even take a chance. I'm gonna crop the active take. How do I do that? Take. Crop the active take. Okay, so there's really only one take now. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this back on. I'm gonna render this. Okay. Turn it off. Let's see if it still works. Perfect. So now let's look at these. Find a good peak here. This looks great. Right? You can tell right where this is. And you could really go zoom down to the sample if you really wanted. You know, there's a chance it's doing something to it, so maybe that's okay. But I'm gonna check that take before this. And notice it's moved, right? See that? Now, I'm doing 128 samples. Let's see if that's related. So let's count the samples here. So I'm going to put a marker here on the rendered one. And I'll put a marker. Wow, what is it actually? Let's see. Yeah, hey. Yeah, I got one. Just give me 1 second.